Now to an exclusive ABC6 investigation. Tonight, a privacy issue that affects anyone that has ever posted pictures online. New technology in cameras and cell phones can tell exactly when and where those photos were taken, leaving you, your family, and your most valuable possessions extremely vulnerable. They're watching you, following your every move. They know where you live, where you socialize, even where your kids go to school. How do they know? Because you led them right to you.
You're on vacation. Well, now we know you're on vacation and not at home. Do we know where you live? And potentially, do we want to show up at your house at the middle of the night?
Like many moms, Warwick's Audrey McClellan posts countless pictures and videos of her 4 adorable children on Facebook, Twitter, her blog, and the website she co-founded, momgenerations.com.
It's definitely an eye-opener.
The pictures you upload and share online all have data, or geotags, that can show where you took that picture to within 15 feet. Audrey posted this picture on Twitter while on a family road trip, and geotags led us straight to her.
When you showed me how easy it was to track somebody doing a twit pic, when I did see that you were able to very easily, really almost dig down to, you were able to dig down to the address, it was alarming to me.
She's not the only one who thought it alarming. New England dads Larry Pesci and Ben Jackson were so shocked at what people were putting out on the web for all the world to see that they started the website ICanStalkYou.com.
The amount of data that was out there was frightening.
It was just amazing and horrifying at the same time.
Even celebrities like William Shatner, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Paris Hilton have led I Can Stalk You right to them. What's even scarier? You don't have to be techies like Pesci and Jackson to track them.
It's easy enough that I could probably train someone in grade school to do it.
They taught me how to do it in a matter of minutes. That's how we found Audrey and many other New Englanders.
In this day and age, with the digital world becoming so much more prevalent in our lifestyles, I think that it's just very important for moms to be aware of exactly what they're putting out there and how much.
Most of us have geotags enabled on our phones and don't even realize it. Geotags show latitude and longitude, time of day, even the date your picture was taken. The good news is it's incredibly easy to disable this feature on your smartphone if you want to, still allowing you to share those adorable pictures of your little ones.
It's scary for parents, so I'm just glad to know that, it's there and that there's something that you can do about it.
And as I mentioned, John, it is really easy to disable this feature, okay? I have an iPhone 3GS, so you just go into your settings here. There's a little button that says Settings. You click on Settings. Let me turn it here. So you click on Settings, and then you scroll up. You click on General, and then you go to Location Services. And then from there, you can set which applications you can access your GPS coordinates or disable it entirely. And, the disabling feature, by the way, is different for each phone. So to find out how to disable this feature on your specific phone, just click to 6, abc6.com. We have a link there to I Can Stalk You's website, and you can just look for the web extra. Again, though, it really is easy. I mean, once they showed me how to do it, and once I showed Audrey, you can just turn it off like that. This is the side of Rhode Island Education Commissioner Deborah Gist most people see. As one of Time Magazine's most influential people and chosen by state leaders as a change agent, Gist is at the center of every important decision about our school-aged children and their future. Most of us know about her education goals and public persona. Much less is known about her private life. Recently, Commissioner Gist invited ABC6 cameras into her home where, this time, the conversation wasn't about policy. Instead, we talked about her marriage, her world record, and yes, that signature hairstyle. I have to ask about your signature hairstyle.
There's sort of this controversy about my hair, which is really funny.
Energetic, upbeat, and often seen zipping around in her black and silver smart car,
44-year-old Deborah Gist's own silver streak makes her instantly recognizable.
So the gray part of it is natural. It's a spot. It started in my 20s actually, and I colored it for years and then just decided not to anymore.
I'm hoping that what you came away with was
The impetus for that decision was a 2004 radio show in which listeners thought Gist seemed too young for her newly appointed position as Washington, D.C.'s state education officer.
They just were really obsessed with my youth, which is a compliment, I guess, on one hand, but I thought, I have gray hair, I'll show you. I can grow out my gray hair.
D.C. is also where she met her husband, Jock Friedley, a former investigative journalist who works and lives part-time in D.C.
We met on an elevator, actually. We were both doing some work for the DC government at the time, so I was working for the mayor and he was working for the technology office. And it was, like 8 o'clock at night, so that set the stage for the constant work ethic.
That was in 2002. A few years later, they married in Greece. Friedley shares the commissioner's sense of adventure.
And we just have a lot of fun together.
Together, they've climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. He helped her rally troops to break the Guinness Book of World Records for most kisses received in a minute, which she did 2 years ago today. Why kisses?
I'm not going to grow my toenails. I don't have stretchy skin. I can't run 150 miles through the Sahara Desert.
But there is plenty she can do. Play the guitar, run marathons, and fly in an F-18 fighter jet with the Blue Angels. All are crossed off her life list.
I've done a lot of crazy things.
Most of the time, though, when Friedley's not commuting back and forth to D.C., you'll find them here sitting across from each other at their computers. A Diet Coke never far from Gist's side.
I drink a lot of Diet Coke.
Gist lives in a lovely but modest downtown loft. Her cat, Aretha Franklin, keeps her company when Friedley's away. And when politics of the job get to be too much, one look around her home and Gist is instantly reminded of the things that matter most: friends, family, and her faith.
This is just not something that really comes up very often, but it is tremendously important to me and a really huge part of my life and who I am as a person.
So what's next on Gist's life list? Getting her doctorate and training for a triathlon. And maybe someday she'll get around to kicking that Diet Coke habit, or at least cutting back a little bit.
How can you doubt her?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right.
Whatever she says she's going to do, she's going to do.
She's done it. And I learned in the time I spent with her that there is much more to Commissioner Gist than meets the eye.
Oh, I'm sure, absolutely.
She was an open book, and we really appreciate her letting us into her home and into her life.